cycling mitts, the fingerless ones?
I would probably say underrated. It's cool to not wear gloves, but gloves protect your hands.
Is it cool to not wear gloves?
Yes.
Why?
Because people think it's cool to not wear gloves.
Do they? I very rarely wear gloves unless it's cold, and then it's full finger gloves. If I'm racing, track mitts. We call them track mitts. Yeah. I would usually wear them racing, because if you there's a much higher chance you're going to crash in a race than normal riding. Unless you go riding with Nick Vieri on gravel, but then you wear mitts for that as well. So it's the situation appropriate, isn't it? You choose. If it's likely you're going to have a crash, probably wear some mitts. The mad thing I found, I watch a lot of mountain bike YouTube. None of them wear gloves. And that's just the done thing. But is that
well? It must
cool?
be because it's trendy. It's cool, but it's just stupid. Especially riding off road. Off road is the space, and I mean gravel as well. That's a space that you should always wear full finger gloves. Because
full finger.
Well, yeah, because the likelihood of you sliding out is relatively high, and therefore protect your hands.
When I do off road rides around here, or even in other countries, like mountain biking or gravel stuff, I always wear full finger gloves, because mainly for the bushes and stuff, scraping your hands. Like a bunch of thorns and you're dragging your hands through that. Like if you don't wear gloves, you end up with actual cuts all over your hands.
Yeah.
If you look at the pro mountain bikers, pro cross country riders, a lot of them, particularly in stage races, they're full finger gloves all the time. And that is the way. However, if I do a road ride and it's not cold, no gloves. It's unlikely I'm going to have a crash.
I guess the other reason that people potentially wear them is for additional support, because some of them are foamy, but I've always found that worse. If the form's not exactly right for you, it's like a pad, isn't it? I think it's something that's quite personal, and sometimes I don't know, I feel like it makes my hands go more numb. But I get a lot of calluses and blisters just off I don't know why, but if I'm on a long road ride, I get a blister. So I usually wear a glove to just stop me getting a blister, but with no padding.
Yeah, it's
so
a little
it kind
bit,
of just depends what happens to you, doesn't it?
So I found that's a little bit bike fit, but also it's conditioning. I definitely have calluses on my hands when I do long rides, despite my bike fit being fairly good.
I mean, my bike fit's terrible. I ride a bike that's too big for me.
Oh, okay.
So that is why.
So it's a contributing thing. However, even with the perfect bike fit, if you're riding your bike for 5 hours a day, you're not designed to do that.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some adaptation from your body. And I end up with, when I was racing, I always had the calluses on my hands. It's just how it is.